Hey, this is Greener Grass, a podcast now with the Digit Network. We're so happy that you guys are here. Kelli and I are so excited to say that this is season 6. If you haven't yet, go to our show notes and opt in for our newsletter. We'll send you stuff about us, our guests, and if we have any breaking news. So excited to have you. Let's get started. It's all right. How are you?
I'm good. I'm crazy.
Yeah. You can see that she's feeling slightly better.
She's feeling slightly better.
Well, she had a cold, and then it turned into what I found out yesterday. We found out yesterday it turned into an ear infection.
Okay.
So she's just home for today, and she's definitely going back tomorrow. We'll say that right now.
She's going back tomorrow. She's going back. But are you happy to be home?
Yeah, but I mean, it just means that on an extra Sunday or Saturday, I have to go in.
Yeah. And like double up.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I'm very happy that my job allows me the flexibility to do this.
Yeah.
But, oh my God. Say hi to Kelli.
Hi, Bean.
But the only thing I have flexibility around is her, basically. I mean, Asa does this too. He doesn't take time off for anything but gigs. And for me, I don't even take off time for gigs. I just take off time for her. Yeah. Well, gigs, yes, because I'm teaching. But like, we work holidays. You know what I'm saying? Like July 4th or 4th, I'm working type of thing. Every single holiday because I'm in a service industry. So it's already like that. And then you add that like I just have to save all of my off time for if she goes off the rails.
Yes.
Yeah. Here we are. This is...
at least she feels better.
Yeah, there's that. But this is like the old days, Kelli. Like it's like 2:15 on a Thursday.
You had so much time and I didn't have time.
Yeah. Exactly. And then Bean's like in the background singing her music on her iPad. You know, this is like the old days.
Dancing it out.
Kelli, our season's almost coming to an end. Listeners, I don't know if you remember, but we're on an academic calendar for this podcast.
I know. You know what's so crazy is because we've both been very busy this year.
Oh, yes.
And, you know, mine is chosen busyness. I wouldn't say, I guess we both are choosing it in a way, but yeah. I want to say last year or the year before, Jeff was gone a lot. My kids are at their dad's every other weekend. And I was like home alone and then thought I needed to like do all these additional things like teach yoga and teach kids yoga and whatever. And now I'm like running around like a cuckoo, all chosen by choice. And I'm traveling right now. And so my travel has made me busy. And I was kind of like, oh my gosh, like it feels like the podcast went fast this year because it was like us just trying to like make it happen in a sense. Cause you're super busy. I'm super busy.
I just feel like January to now is like, whoop.
Yeah. Sometimes I look and I'm like, did we record? Did I record? Did she record? And then I was going to do, because I have no kids tonight. I am home. Jeff's gone. I didn't take a shower. Kerry knows this. You guys will not know this because I won't let her post a video of me looking like this, but my hair is like disgusting. Like it needs washed. Like I need to scrub down. And I was like, I should do a newsletter because I haven't done a newsletter for the podcast for a while. And then I went to when I did the last one and how many guests we've had since the last newsletter. If I literally did a newsletter with every guest we've had, there'd be like 10 guests in there. Anyway, I was like, okay, I need to do 2 newsletters and break it up. And maybe it's like a summer edition and you get a flip back of who we had during the season. And it's a reminder of maybe episodes that you missed. So just so you know, listeners, the season comes to an end, but you might see us pop in here and there with a newsletter here or there just to keep you connected to us.
Well, I'm very impressed that you're motivated to do that last bit of work. And then also my question is to you with the teaching yoga, does it help keep you in your practice? Are you yogaing with them when you're there?
Yes. So here's
that's great.
The thing. Now, listen, I am a new yoga person and with all things, I don't know how you feel about, I mean, imposter syndrome is real. I have had it, everyone has it, I think in their own way, but there are times that I'm like, do I know what I'm doing? Because I got certified, but like, I'm a new teacher and like it's a very small boutique location and you're building clientele, right? And sometimes people are like, it's a faster flow than I'm used to. Sometimes people are like, I wish that it was like people like different types. There are different types of yoga and different
so
teachers.
many different types of yoga.
There's many different types. But yesterday I have been super busy because I was in Miami last weekend. We'll just talk about that for a second. I went to Miami and I've had this event planned forever, and I never get a rental because I like to just not deal with a rental, because sometimes when you get a rental car, you end up, it feels cheaper until you pay the hotel parking every single night.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff. So I wasn't going to get a rental. And then last minute, I thought I was going to get a rental. And my flight was delayed 10 million times per usual.
Oh, shoot.
If you travel today. Anyway, I got to Miami and there were no rental cars. It was 11:30 at night. 0 rental cars to be found. And it was because the F1 was there. The F1 race. So for some reason, we decided that it would be a good idea to have an event there, F1 weekend. And so hotels were more, there were no rental cars. Anyway, my point being, I flew home on Monday morning at 4:30 in the morning. And I've been in catch-up mode in my entire life, I feel like, for weeks. And I ordered myself a whole pizza. Just so you know, Kerry, I ordered a whole pizza.
I know how you love to do that.
I haven't done it for a really long time, and I'm going to sit here and just work all evening and feel caught up in my life and go into tomorrow feeling like I'm all caught up in life in general.
So what'd you do? You just grabbed an Uber instead?
I grabbed an Uber, and then I Ubered everywhere all weekend. And then when I added up my Ubers, really, it probably was cheaper than if I had got a rental car and got gas and paid for the hotel parking, because hotel parking is so expensive.
Yeah.
So it all worked out. Guess who I saw at the airport? I don't know if you'll know this person because you and I watch different shows.
You saw a celebrity at the airport?
I saw a celebrity at the airport. Who? Antonio from Queer Eye. So like the Queer Eye
I would not recognize anybody from that show.
Okay, so I love that show. I think it's because it's inspirational, motivational. Like they go into so on that show, there's like a cooking person, there's a culture and family person, there's someone that redoes their whole closet and all their clothes, a style person. And then someone comes in and redoes their house, like their entire house or a room in their house or their apartment. And so there's always a family story to it. But the end of the show, it's not even really that they have a whole new wardrobe or they look completely different. They cut their hair off or they do whatever. It's that they see this person. You know what I'm saying? The person feels seen.
Yes.
Normally it's a human that isn't seen in life and is doing lots of things for other people. And they see them and they help the person see themselves through their eyes. Anyway, I freaking love the show because it's just inspirational. It always makes me cry. I cry a lot. Anyway, he was literally right in front of me.
Kelli, my new medication makes me slightly constipated, and I took something for it today, and party's starting to happen. So,
okay, that's
friends,
exciting.
just stay tuned for what might happen there.
How is your medical journey going?
Oh, that is a whole chapter. We're going to get to it after we talk about Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. So okay. Number one question. Did you say hello?
Okay. I didn't, but then I did. So it was 4:45 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And I just felt like, I wonder if he'll feel hateful. I just get so in my head about it. And I don't know if I ran into Gregory Hines. You know, you and I are dancers.
No way.
So a long time ago, this was literally like right after high school, I ran into Gregory Hines and I went up and told him that I was a dancer, that I was a huge, that I freaking loved him, and asked if I could get a picture. And he was really mean. He was so mean. And it made me sad forever because I always had such love for him.
Traumatized. Yep.
He could have said it in the same way and said it nicer, but he was mean. And then I ran into Rob Lowe once. You probably have a lot more celebrity run-ins because of living in LA.
Yeah, but I don't know what to stop him because
I ran into Rob Lowe. I got my picture with Rob Lowe. I asked him. He said, yes, I have a picture with Rob Lowe. And then a few years ago, I ran on the treadmill at a hotel beside Kevin Bacon.
Oh, yeah. You have a lot more than I do.
Literally right beside him. And I so wish I would have asked him. But Jeff joked around and was like, the only reason you didn't ask him is because you were on the treadmill and you were probably gross and you didn't want to have this picture that you couldn't post of yourself. And I'm like, that's a really good point. Anyway, I saw Antonio. I didn't say anything. A couple came up and they were like, are you Antonio? And he was like, yeah, I am. And they were like, we're huge fans. And so I was like, okay, it's for sure him. I knew it was him, but I was just like, you know.
Confirmed.
Yeah. And then I walked away and I didn't say anything. And I was bummed out at myself because the thing about it is I feel like he does something good and it inspires people. And I know he knows that, but I was like, you literally cry at every show and you freaking didn't say anything. Anyway, so then I was walking and kept thinking about it because it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired.
Yeah.
And then I thought, you know what? If I see him again, just randomly at this airport, I will say something to him. And I probably walked 15 gates away. And when we came out of security, you could have gone C, D,
Yeah.
And I saw him and I was like, I'm freaking saying something to him. And I was like, listen, I know you know this, but I want you to know you do so much good in the world and you inspire so many people. And people get to see themselves through you and the success in life you found. And even my son gets to see that and see people like him on screen. And he was like, thanks so much. Like, he was so nice, but I didn't ask him for a picture. But I felt better because I felt like I said what I was ahead of my head.
Yeah.
Whatever. And he was very sweet.
Okay. The reason why I wouldn't say stuff to people if I was in LA, if I was outside of LA, there'd be more chance I would be okay with it. Because to me, if you're in LA, like, you're basically, you should be comfortable and you shouldn't be bothered all the time if you're home.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, if you're out in the airport, I think it's like no holds barred. Like, people are gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I know they're not at their home, but to me, like, going, like, that one time Kristen, what's her last name? Belle was behind me at the In-N-Out.
Yes.
She looked like she was like, where are these burgers? My child needs these burgers. Like, I didn't want to do it. Like, she was obviously like in traffic. I know you do. And then one time I saw Mel Gibson when he was just starting his crazy era.
Okay.
Like, we were at a restaurant and his white hair was just like, he looked like Einstein.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's hilarious.
no, I'm not going to do it. There's been many ones like that where I'm just like, although a girlfriend of mine dated, what's his name? Oh my God. His nose is crooked and he was in that movie Wedding Crashers. Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson?
She dated him?
Yeah, they were together for a while. And like, we would like do social gatherings together and I would like try to talk to him like he was my bestie.
Hilarious. This is so funny.
But then they broke up. It's always when they break up, it's like, okay, well, that wasn't going to last forever. I do have a friend / coworker that ended up with like a real celebrity and they got married, which was,
okay.
Her name's Emily. She married the freaking Wizard of Oz. What's his name? Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
Yeah. She's an aerialist.
So
I know. Anyways, okay, so back to me.
Back to you telling me about your health problems.
Okay, listen. I've changed my entire life since the last time I talked to you guys. It's not that hard only because two things. The food, if you're eating good food and you eat enough of it, you're very satisfied. Like, after a good meal, I'm sure you feel this way when eating with Jeff, really clean. Like, when you eat a clean meal, you're satisfied. So that's number one. Number two, when you stop eating sugar, your body stops craving it. I think that's the science, right?
True. That is a true statement. Yes.
So I took out sugar, like 99% of sugar. I took out like 90% of carbs. And so the hard part is that I can't eat out, because if I can eat in, it's not so hard. I substituted the things that are most important to me, which we know is my red wine.
Yeah.
I had a birthday party last weekend. I made myself margaritas with Splenda, and I made my whole party, like all the girls. I made them drinks. And it's delicious. Like, I don't need real sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like, a real margarita should have lime juice, tequila, triple sec, and a splash of sugar. That's it. So like when you go to like one of these restaurants and it's just a bowl of sugar, it's so unnecessary because you just don't need to do that. So I made them drinks. I told them what was going on with my diet. So like no one brought food that I couldn't really eat. And my blood sugar did not spike the entire weekend. And I had like a party, which is to me impressive. So the hard part is I can't go out to eat. And then the other thing that I did this week, Kelly, is that I went and got my blood drawn yesterday morning. I had to fast for it, for my hormone panel, so I can go on HRT.
Okay. So you're going, it's happening.
Yeah. My gastroenterology appointment is in like a couple weeks. I'm seeing my dentist. Like I finally have health insurance. This is me having health insurance. And so everything's good. I hope I don't have to have this diet forever, but it's also not terrible. It's kind of like, I think what I am done with, I think forever I'm done with fast food. And I'm not talking about Chipotle. I'm talking about McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King and those type of places. I think I have to be done with those because there's no reason. Because also, if you're gonna go to McDonald's, you could also do slightly better and go to Chipotle. Like, I have those cravings, but that can go, I think. And Bina's been sick, and Ace is out of town for a whole week. So I've been trying to be in survival mode without being in like a terrible mental space. Like I'm like surviving, but I don't want to be like stressed and surviving. I want to be just cool and surviving.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you're placing yourself in that headspace by like just thinking about it and
like trying to be zen. Like it's a short-term situation. I can do this. What makes it hard is that when she's sick, I can't bring her on a lot of errands. So like I was like, okay, didn't get emotional about it. Just ordered my groceries. I never do that.
Yeah.
So surviving.
So you know what's interesting about ordering groceries, and I know this to be true about myself because I've tested it.
Well, you spend less.
I spend way less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through this phase because I'm constantly like trying to like change my budget and fix my budget. And I was like, Kelly, you are not ordering groceries because you have the ability to go to the grocery store. And then my grocery, like, because I have line items in my budget thing.
Yeah.
My grocery thing went way up. And I'm just like, when you order, you are ordering what you need.
Yeah.
And what you planned for. And when you are not ordering, you can't help it but think, oh, we do for sure need this. And we do for sure need that. And I bet the kids would eat this.
Yeah.
Even you don't think you're going to do that, you do.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you'll end up having it. I mean, I like having a really stocked fridge and pantry.
Yeah.
With dry foods and stuff, just in case like this happens where like she's sick. We're not going anywhere today, so I want it to be in the house. But yeah, if you've kind of got that stuff set, just order like the 8 things that you need.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And then you're set.
Wait, are you going out of town again?
Yes.
Where are you going, Kel?
I'm going to Canada. So here's the thing. I keep thinking about how I chose these things. I chose this schedule. I said, I think I should go out and do a spring tour in the field. I chose it. I'm the one that asked to do it. I asked for the money to budget for it. I think originally in my mind, I thought, I'll do once a month. But then the one person needed to do the month of beginning of May, whatever. And then the other person's in Canada and she lives in like a beach town. And she's like, I can get so many people to come to the event, but I want to do it before like season opens because once school gets out, like all the cottages get rented and like it'll just be crazy here. So like we need to do it before then. And so I said, sure. And now I'm like, went to Miami. I'm home. Tomorrow I go to Canada. I think I'm going to come home Saturday night. I'm driving to Canada because it's only 4.5 hours. And if I flew to Toronto, then I would have had to drive 2 more hours to the location. And by the time I go to the airport, an hour and a half in advance, fly, drive 2 hours, like it would be 6 hours versus 4.5 hours. And the way that planes get delayed these days, I'm like, I'm just driving. So yes, I'm going to Canada. And I am excited because I have today to get my life in order and together and settled in and feel organized because I thrive off of organization. But I am going to Canada tomorrow. The other thing that I've realized about myself, Kerry, and I'm not as holistically health practice like as I think you're probably smarter about those things, but
not all the time. I mean, this week.
Okay. Well, I've always heard with your cycle, regardless if you're in perimenopause or whatever, that if you track it, there's a week that you have all this energy, and then there's a week that your energy dives down, and then there's like that each week of your cycle, your energy changes and shifts. And if you track it, you can really see like what week you have the most energy. And then if you were smart, you'd plan your life around like, oh, this is the week I have a ton of energy. This is the week that I need to do lower, like I shouldn't travel, I shouldn't whatever. Anyway, I've heard that multiple times in master classes or health and wellness podcasts, but I don't do that, right? But what I think I do is the week I have a ton of energy and I'm like at my peak.
You schedule a bunch of shit for the other weeks.
I schedule a bunch of shit because I have all these ideas and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to do this. And oh my God, I'm going to go to Miami. And oh my gosh, I'm going to go to Canada. And I'm going to record 3 podcasts next week. And then I get into the week and I'm like, holy shit, what have I done to myself? And I'm low energy because it's the week I have no energy. And I'm like, how do I have 25 things scheduled this week? So now that I've understood and realized this, I'm going to try to figure out my thing a little better.
Well, doesn't it take months to track what those weeks are? Or do you kind of know already?
Yeah. What? Say it one more time.
Like, doesn't it take a while to track your cycle? Or is it like, or are you already knowing that like the week after your period, you've got energy?
So here's the thing. I am in perimenopause. So sometimes I'm having a period. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I don't have it for 4 months and then it like shows up. So there's no tracking going on here.
Oh, okay.
But I do think that what I could track is I could go on my calendar and like write high energy week or shit week or stagnant week. And then I bet that I would see a pattern that like there is a certain week of the month that I have way more energy, but I just need to do that, I think.
And then spread out the energy. Spread out the energy or put the things like the week that you think you're going to, you guys, I just shoved peanut butter in my mouth. Like to schedule stuff for the week that you know you're going to have energy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I think I'm doing it reverse. Right now I'm high energy and I'm scheduling things out for 3 weeks. And then I get into that week and I'm like freaking exhausted and I'm like in survival. So I think if I can track it for a little while, then I can schedule my crazy weeks on weeks that I would have energy.
Oh, that's hard though. I mean, it might work out, except for if you're traveling, you have to like coordinate with people. By the way, I'm going to Miami. You know this.
Are? Oh, yeah. For your retreat.
For my retreat. We are 12 people deep, but it'll be more than that in the room because the owner of the studio is taking for just complimentary, and then I have an assistant coming and me. Okay. So we have 15 people total.
It's great.
It's going to be successful. I could even be more successful. If I could sell a couple more spots, that would make me very happy. But we got a condo on the beach to share amongst 5 women.
So fun.
And sharing a rental car, just like cost sharing. Like when I do these things, I don't need to be a diva and have my own like palace. I'm just like, I need to save money so that I can bring most of it home, you know?
Yes.
But now that I figured out how to do this, so we have a kitchen. So I just can't eat out. I have to prepare everything. Let's go there though. I'm preparing 3 meals a day for 2 of us, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Is it cheaper than going out? I don't think so because I'm buying a shit ton of groceries. Like pack, I'm not even buying expensive stuff. Like packs of ground turkey.
Yeah.
tons of veggies. Veggies don't last very long, you know?
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out if I would save money on this diet, and I think I'm going to just even out because, you know, like McDonald's and stuff is not expensive either. It's just that you're eating trash. And I love trash sometimes, but hey,
so
here we
are
are.
you feeling now that you're doing it and getting into the routine of making food all the time? Are you happy you're making food all the time or not really?
Well, luckily I love cooking if it's like, if I've got a glass of red wine beside me and I've got music going and, you know, like I can make a night of it. But when I don't have time and it's like just literally functional, it sucks.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd be a big fan of doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Like I just put salads together for tomorrow. You know when it gets me? It gets me when I'm almost finished with my day and I realize I have to do all that for the next day. That's when it kills me.
Where do you fall on ordering a pizza here and there?
That's
a no.
I can't if I want my A1C to go down right now because it's an average. So for me, if I'm going to risk a spike, I will 100% risk it on a movie and popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So popcorn is actually not the worst carb to have if you're diabetic, which I'm not yet. Hopefully not ever.
Yeah.
It's not the worst, but considering that I've been eating so clean and I'm already like, I'm just in range. It's not like I'm super low.
Yeah.
So, but the one thing you can do is like, if you're in the midst of a sugar spike, you can just start exercising and it'll either, it'll flatten out or go down. So like, you know, I will be in the back of the movie theater doing some jumping jacks if I really need to.
Yeah. Freaking yeah. Get it.
I mean, it's like, that's the price of like having the snack that I want. Yeah, I can do some squats. Who cares? Like,
yeah.
I'll just go.
I'm like, who knew? I'm going to do some squats right now so that when my pizza gets here, I don't feel as bad.
Well, I mean, I know you don't even eat the carb. You just basically, you know what this diet is? I'm basically on a keto diet. So like the reason why I'm not that hungry is because, I mean, technically the way you're eating your pizza, that's keto because you're not eating the bread.
I'm not. I just eat the cheese and the pepperoni off the pizza.
Yeah. So you're having a high fat, low carb meal. I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing.
It's kind of funny because I pretty much can eat it's like I'm eating a whole pizza, but you know, like a smallish, medium, whatever.
Yeah. But just the toppings.
I'm eating the toppings.
Have you ever just thought, you know, in some cultures, I know in like if you go to an Argentinian restaurant, they just have fried cheese on the menu.
Yeah, I've had fried cheese. There's something different.
There's something, right.
Because it's not, I know what you're saying that it's fried cheese, but it's kind of not fried cheese.
I mean, they'll have these just bowls of fried, they put it in the broiler and it's just like, and then you scoop it onto your fresh bread at the table. I mean, this isn't a life before where I'm at right now, but I mean, you're basically eating keto, Kel.
Yeah. So you're saying that the fact that I have a pizza coming and that I'm going to eat just the cheese and pepperoni. It's pepperoni though too.
Yeah, I mean meat and fat. That's meat, fat, and veggies. That's what keto is. Yeah.
I mean, so I'm not doing too bad. You're saying
correct. But I can't. I'm not going to order a pizza because also if I go to like Mod Pizza, you can get a cauliflower crust. But the problem is that their sauce has a lot of sugar in it.
Yes.
So if I wanted a pizza, I would go to the grocery store and get a cauliflower crust and I would just make it myself. You just have to make it. You like even, you know what I stopped using? I stopped using taco powder out of the pouch because the amount of sodium in it for no reason. Because all taco powder is oregano, paprika, chili powder, and cumin. That's it. So how they end up putting like your whole day's worth of sodium in those packs, I have no idea why they need to do that.
That's so crazy.
It is. So therefore, I'm kind of like, okay, fine. Look, I can have my margaritas. I can have my, like, I don't even spike at all when I have a drink. The reason why I can do this diet is because I can still have my alcohol. This is so funny, but it's true.
I love this. I can't wait to hear this progress. So we just mentioned, like, is this our last weekly roundup?
No, we're gonna have one more that ties up the season, and then we'll take however long we take. in the past, we've taken the whole summer because my life was bananas.
Yeah.
Your life is, I think we're both at like medium high bananas right now, but I'm definitely less bananas than when I was moving.
Yeah, your life is, and you're into the job now where you kind of understand it, you know what's happening, you know your routine. You might have a little fluctuation when Bean is home in the summer, and then
she's at camp. She's at camp at the same hours as school. So, one more thing, Kelly. Can I tell you? Okay, hold on. I'm just having brain fog. It was in my brain. Summer. We were talking about. Oh my god.
Routine camp. She's going to be going to camp every day.
Routine camp food. Oh, the summer, we're going to take a little time off.
I think you have to leave this brain fog in the actual episode because it will make people feel better about themselves and their own lives.
It's like fucking
God. This is what happens. You literally go back to the bedroom and you're like, why? What? I'll tell you. Well, you're trying to think of what you. So our front bathroom, I went to the bathroom in there and I'm like, oh, there's no toilet paper. I was already going to the bathroom. And I'm like, darn it. And I looked under the cupboard. I'm sitting on the toilet and I looked under the cupboard and I'm like, there's no rolls under here. And I always have rolls under all the bathrooms, but there's a box of Kleenex. So I used a box of Kleenex and I'm like, I got to remember to get toilet paper. I literally left the bathroom, went back to the bedroom and I was like, I wonder what I was coming back here for. Couldn't remember. Came in here and kept thinking about it. Like, what was I going to do? I wasn't going to throw in laundry. I wasn't going to change. Literally right before we did this podcast, I went to the bathroom and I'm like, sit down, start going peeing. And I'm like, damn it, like it's toilet paper.
You know what's actually the worst? When I can't remember if I took a pill or not. That's the worst because I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because if you take two, sometimes it's not great. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's really important that you don't take two of whatever that is.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I feel like it's gone, Kelly. But
okay, well, come back and listen to next weekly roundup because we're going to remember what it was.
No, what's going to suck is we're going to get off and I'm going to be like, God damn it. I'm going to remember it the minute I come off of this thing. But I'm going to
text me so that next time I can bring it up. Because you know what? The funny thing is we're making it out like it was this great big thing you were going to tell us. And then we're going to remember.
No, it's going to be something like my shitting schedule.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait till you remember.
I mean, okay. So, by the way, my body, had I done this diet 10 years ago, I would have lost 10 pounds already in a week and a half, right? I don't know how, I can feel my body getting less inflamed. That's what I can feel.
Yeah.
But my bloating is still there. It's three pieces. It's the diet and the carbs and the sugar and the A1C. It's my HRT, and then it's seeing the gastroenterologist. All three of those things. Yeah. I need to solve for X, whatever the combination of these things are. Because, even though it was like a slap in the face to get a high number when I got my blood, I wasn't feeling good, Yeah.
Yeah.
I was feeling super inflamed. I didn't feel great. I didn't feel good in my clothes. I was just feeling so fluffy and puffy.
Yeah.
So the fluffiness has gone away a little bit.
Okay.
So we'll see. I don't know. My body's not necessarily going to do what Ace's body's doing. Ace's body, he looks, oh my God, he's like ripped. Because he hasn't eaten a carb in like 9 months. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and he's playing his drums all the time now. So his arms are doing what his arms do. And look, Kelly and I are the queens of having some really good-looking partners.
Totally. Don't you think? I mean,
let's talk about this for a second because it's a little tiring.
If I wasn't with him, and I've been with him for like almost 7.5 years or something at this point.
Yeah.
Where would I be at this point? I don't know, because now listen, we all know that I'm driven and I try and whatever, but I do try harder because I'm with a partner that looks like that.
Mine isn't because of him.
Okay, mine is
because I need to lift my ass into the air every single day. That's my reason.
Yeah, listen, I want to say that it's for myself too, because I am that way. But
sorry,
we're with hot men.
Look, I joke. No, you're right. I think I would, no matter what. I don't think you would be anywhere else, Kelly. You wouldn't let yourself like gain 50 pounds just because Jeff wasn't in your life. Like for me, it's not a vanity thing that I need to do, Ariel, but like literally that apparatus is so humbling every single day. So if you're getting on it and it feels struggly, you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but I always think to myself, like if I ever decided to like date men just slightly less good looking, would my life be easier? And I think the answer is yes.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
I think everybody gets away with as much as their looks can get them. A little bit. I mean, what do you think?
For sure. 100%.
But yeah, Ace is like super in shape right now. But he wasn't, like before he got his last blood results, he was on the fluffy side too, and we don't really bother each other about that because I hate when somebody likes to bother me about,
Yeah, for sure.
Anything like that. But I still can't think of what I was going to say to you, Kelly. God damn it.
Okay, well, I can't. I almost think it's more fun. It's like an Easter egg. It's like a surprise. So you text me when you do remember, and then I'm going to bring it up on our next podcast or next weekly roundup.
Oh, by the way, the next time we talk, I would have seen The Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
So we can talk about it. We can talk about it on our next weekly.
I'm excited. Okay.
All right. Hey, Bean, you want to say goodbye? Is that it? Just scream it. Just say bye. Or you want to come over here?
Bye, Bean. I love you.
All right, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. If you love to hear the sound of our voices, we have a couple more options for you. I have the Expecting Aerialist that's all about motherhood, postpartum, prenatal stage. Great for moms who are just balancing life. I've got the Artist Entrepreneur, which is about me and my arty friends navigating our businesses. And Kelly has What's Next with H&G, What's Next with You and Grace, talking about her amazing products, and how you can create a business for yourself. All right, my friends, if you haven't yet, opt in for a newsletter so you can hear all about us and our guests, and if we'll send you breaking news in that way. And we really appreciate you guys. If you'll smash the 5 stars and leave us a review, it means the world to us. And we'll see you next week. Have an amazing week. This is Greener Grass.